The Phoenix Suns, who did something last night they haven't done in over 10 years. They beat the Clippers to separate themselves from the Clippers between 2 and 3 in the seeding, but they also clinched a playoff berth. Jalen, what do you expect from this team in the playoffs?
I expect this Phoenix team to be able to advance. And I know as a young squad where Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, DeAndre Ayton, the core group of those guys have not been in the playoffs, as a one possible 2 seed, that should be a team that I say is my favorite to win the West. But that remains to be seen in a league that still has the Los Angeles Lakers and potentially the healthy Clippers. But what I will say is CP3 needs to get more conversation for MVP. And
doing this again.
I appreciate the fact that they were not in the playoffs last year, but now they're one of the best teams in the conference. I believe, Jacoby, he's going to get a lot more votes than you realize. The Joker's going to win the award, but CP3 has been putting the league on notice the entire year, and I think this late surge is really going to help that candidacy.
I agree. He's going to get a lot of votes, but he's not going to get a lot of number 1 votes because you fill out 5 names on that ballot. So he's going to get maybe some more 2s instead of 4s than he used to, but Jokic is going to get the majority of those number 1 votes, and he's also going to get your number 1 vote too. Very quickly, watching this game, I realized something. Remember last year, the Clippers underperformed in the bubble, and a lot of that had to do with chemistry issues. Seems like they never really played together. Well, look at this. They never really have a full-strength Clipper team either all season long. You watched last night, Pat Bev is not even on this graphic. He's not playing. Kawhi Leonard's not playing. Serge Ibaka has a back problem. So this Clippers team, while great at full strength, like the Nets in the East, we haven't really seen it yet, and that is something to keep an eye on as we move forward. The New York Knickerbockers.
Hit the brakes!
Of course, we're going to hit the brakes on the New York Knicks. Yes, they might have lost a game to the Suns, but they bounced back against the Bulls, got another win, and of course, it was that man, Julius Randle, leading the team to victory. What do you think about Randle?
Lucky lefty. 499 lefties have performed in the NBA this year. Only 46 of them have been left-handed. And that MVP candidate right there, Julius Randle, has him doing MVP chance, and Jacoby isn't die easy. You know what? I want to make a proclamation. What's that? Do you love Julius Randle and this Knicks team so much that you're willing to commit long term?
No, I'm not committing to the Knicks long term. You know me, I'm die easy. I just jumped on this bandwagon like a month ago. Please, we've been on like 2 dates. I'm not putting a ring on the Knicks. I'll be off the Knicks once they lose in the first round, dog. You know me. Please,
so
try to trap me on live TV. Try to trap me.
Hawks, you hear this, Atlanta Hawks, Trae Young, there's still room on your bandwagon for David Jacoby after all of this talk about the New York Knickerbockers all season.
Jalen, I was locked in on the matchup between Zion and the Joker, and it did not disappoint. Keep moving, hit the brakes. We saw it before the top of the show. Let's again celebrate this MVP moment from Jokic in the last play of the game.
Top 5 player in points, rebounds, and assists, doing it defensively. Hasn't missed a game all year. Doing his best Drago and Rocky impersonation with his haircut as he closes out Zion and the Pelicans. And the Denver Nuggets get the win.
Jokic played great. Didn't look too great, though. I thought the fade was too high. You know what I mean? They do that to me sometimes. The fade was just too high on the head. But he did play great. Got this team a much-needed win. But, Jalen, there's a player on this team that I am now adopting as my guy. You lose a lot when you lose Jamal Murray, but it doesn't matter when you have Facu Campazzo, my new favorite player in the NBA. My man was dicing everybody up last night. He had a double-double, 10 assists. He's stripping everybody in, just being a gnat on defense. I love his vision, and you know I love unnecessarily fancy passes, and Campazzo has those all day.
I knew that's what you love.
All day. I love Facu Campazzo. And they took this little dude, they tried to isolate him. They tried to run plays to isolate him on defense, and he was just slapping the ball out of people's hands. Russell Westbrook didn't just have a triple-double. 18 points, 18 rebounds, and 14 assists.
Brody out here doing work. And like I said, I never thought that I'd be watching NBA games that somebody be getting triple-doubles as frequently on a nightly basis as Magic Johnson, Jason Kidd, and the Big O. And then LeBron James came. And then Russell Westbrook took it to a whole nother level. Looking forward to watching Washington in the playoffs / play-in.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.